Good morning, girls. Are you ready for 3 days of protein? I wanted to give you the inside story on why we're putting your metabolism on pause. Your protein days are going to act like a shock to your system that hits the pause button on your metabolism. But don't worry, because putting your metabolism on pause is a good thing, and here is why. In a lean, healthy body, your metabolism converts food to fuel for energy, and then it stores some fuel in your fat cells for later use and burns fat as needed to keep you lean. It's as if your metabolism is on cruise control and you're flying through life in the fast lane. But when you're overweight, your metabolism goes a little bit out of whack, and that's what we're dealing with here. So I want you to think of your body like a sleek 4x4 Land Cruiser. If you fill it up with premium fuel and you keep it free of any junk, you're going to get the best mileage possible, and you can speed down the highway for kilometers and kilometers. But if you fill up your tank with cheap fuel and you overload every square inch of the boot with kites and wetsuits and surfboards, and then your petrol mileage is going to suffer. Then you keep stuffing more surfboards in and more kites. What about a dog or two on the seats, some suitcases on the roof of your vehicle, and eventually something's going to have to give. It sounds about just like the way we travel at the moment. But you can no longer keep up with the cars in the fast lane, and you risk breaking a shaft or blowing a tire or two. And interestingly enough, it's the same scenario for your body, which can only metabolize so much food. When you're eating too much or you're eating too many kinds of the wrong food, your metabolism gets overloaded, just like your 4x4. It has to work harder than ever to keep up with all the food that's coming in, converting more of it to energy to keep your larger body operating, shoveling more of it into your fat cells for storage, and it's trying to burn some of that fat as well. Over time, your metabolism becomes inefficient and it can no longer handle all its duties. So can you guess which is the first function that falls by the wayside? Unfortunately, it's our fat burning capabilities. And that's why these 3 protein days are so important, because hitting the pause button can actually reverse this problem. So to get your overloaded metabolism back into working order, you need to slow it down temporarily by limiting your carbohydrate and fat intake and reducing your calories. This puts the pause on your metabolism, and then you hit the switch and turn it back on again. It's almost like resetting your computer or your internet when it goes down. You have to unplug it, let it remain off for a short time, then you plug it in again and you turn it back on again, and guess what happens? Well, we hope what happens, it comes alive again, doesn't it? So in this program, your protein days are specifically designed to put your metabolism on pause by limiting carbohydrate and fat intake and reducing the calories. This is why it's so important that you stick with the recommended proteins on these days. Then the food you'll be eating on your menu days will help fire it back up again, and voila, your metabolism eventually starts burning fat so that your fat cells can start shrinking. So does that sound good? Great. Let's begin.